Saturday and Sunday picks. Thank you, Chris.
Well,
Because Chris is so much prepared. He wrote stuff down for us. Saturday, we had the Celtics and the Cavs. Great game. We saw that game very well. We saw it at Pizza Hut,
yeah, we did.
which is great. Hey, thanks for the, I like to give a shout out to Hut for giving up the free drinks. So,
Tyree.
what's that?
Tyree.
Tyree, yeah. Beautiful Tyree. Cavs won that ball game 101-93. As we saw, the Celtics had the ball game for 3.5 quarters. They were basically kicking the Cavs' ass for 3.5 quarters, and like any bad team does, they just choked up the lead. What do y'all think, fellas?
I wouldn't say it choked up the league because, like, in the game in the NBA, every team makes a run. Every team makes a run. No lead is safe. Like, we've all seen 30-point leads just get evaporated, and the team that had the lead ends up losing. I mean, Boston's no slouch. A lot of people are writing off Boston, but mind you, Boston and Cleveland did split the season series at 2. So I'm not writing off Boston just yet. LeBron James pretty much did his whole thing, hurt elbow and all. We don't know the severity of it or not. I mean, but he played like he was practically normal. I mean, he scored 35 points with a bum elbow. Then people are going to think, hey, there's nothing wrong with you anyway. So Boston, I feel that they will come ready to play in Game 2. So as far as Doc Rivers having his team to play, you think Boston has a shot in Game 2? You think they have a shot?
Hell no, I'm calling this series 4-1. I think the Cavs are going to whoop that ass. They're going to still win in Boston and then finish it off in Game 5 back home. As far as the game, Celtics had this game. That was the best time to steal Game 1. They just let it go. LeBron really didn't even do too much in the first half. Second half, whooped ass, just took over. As far as his elbow, if the Boston really wants to have a chance, they gotta not do it just fragrantly, but hit his ass in the elbow. They gotta take the elbow. I mean, don't try to hurt the man, but let him know that you, big baby, get your ass in there. One time when LeBron was about to go. When LeBron was about to go dunk, baby, he grabbed him, but he hit the elbow a little bit, but he grabbed him, make sure he wasn't hurt. Just rough him up a little bit. I mean, make his team step up. Shaq hit a big runner toward the end of the game and a big hook, so they just got to step it up. But I think Cleveland will beat them 4-1.
Yeah, I think it came down I think it really came down to that last 12 minutes of the ball game. That last quarter, you just saw in that fourth quarter. Mike Brown even discussed this on his sideline interview with David Aldridge, that it was just something that they wanted to do. He came out and told his team, look, we got 12 minutes to play here. We're down only by 6. So why not go out there and give it everything we got? Let's go ahead and close out the quarter. Now, in that third quarter, Boston did score 36 points. So were they a little gassed on the fourth quarter? Probably so. Because they were running up and down the floor. Rondo was running up and down, getting hard foul after hard foul. So I got to admit, the Cavs know and what they're doing. I really believe so. And I think, like Chris said, the best time to steal a Game 1 was then, because that was the best time to take a game in Cleveland. And, to answer JV's question, do they have a shot in Game 2? I think they do. And I think any time that your nucleus of guys are out there, you have a shot. And are healthy and playing well, you got a shot.
Yeah, also, another side note, most people probably didn't pay attention. Like, I analyzed the second half of that game. Mainly the first half, they were putting Mo Williams on Rondo, and Rondo was having his way. But once they stuck Anthony Parker, Anthony Parker's a little bit, he's about 6'7", 6'8". Rondo had to pretty much force those wild, crazy shots. And Rondo did have an encounter where he met the wall of Shaq.
Yeah,
he did.
A few times, not just once either.
And he ate that.
He had
He ate the court. He ate the court.
Once Mo Williams dunked on Pierce,
Yeah, that was it.
that deflated the entire Boston team. Pierce looked like he was about to cry. When they slow.
I think he was going to fake that shoulder injury again.
Slow mo that, he looked like he was about to cry on that one.
Well, I mean, obviously he was crying for fouls anyway.
Yeah, he was crying for a lot of fouls.
I mean, and then you also can't win games when Ray Allen is shooting piss poor from the court.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to Sunday, man. Yesterday, big games yesterday. Big Game 7 for that Bucks and Hawks series. And then, of course, Game 1 for the Lakers and the Jazz. The Hawks win Game 7, 95-74. Blowout. Which tells me that the Hawks should have been doing this crap from the beginning. Okay? That tells me that they were lacking. They were seriously having a piss-poor effort. So, then the Lakers win, 104-99. I heard the Jazz actually had a lead going in the last part of the game. And that kind of disappoints me if you're the Utah Jazz, to have a lead within 3 minutes of the play and you lose it by 5. That's unacceptable. You got to play better. Which game was more intriguing to y'all?
Obviously for me, it was the Lakers mainly because the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, that game was a straight blowout. Milwaukee was never in the game anyway, other than the fact that Brandon Jennings showed flashes of like spectacular throughout most of the game. He took Bibbs to school on a few of those drives, and he pretty much kept Milwaukee within striking distance, but they could not maintain a stop. John Salmons couldn't hit. He couldn't hit sand if he fell off a camel yesterday, man. So it was terrible. Now with the Lakers and the Jazz, Utah did have a lead late in the game, but Lakers closed that out on a 15-6 run. And Darren Williams the Lakers were pretty much gunning for Darren Williams a little bit. I mean, I know there's a few cheap shots. I know it's playoff basketball, but Darren Williams, he's going to bounce back off of that. I mean, as he showed when he dunked on Ron Artest. Shout out to you, Darren Williams.
As far as the Bucks and the Hawks, to me the big story of the Hawks-Bucks game was Jamal Crawford coming off the bench, showing why he was, the sixth man of the year. He took over, he led the Hawks in scoring with 22. Brandon Jennings, perhaps your best player on the Bucks team, only had 15.
Yeah.
So they started off down from the beginning. They was down by 7 first quarter, and then they was down by 13 at halftime. So, the game looked like the Hawks was going to run away with it, which they did. So, as far as that, the Bucks had a good run, especially without having Bogut. So, congratulations. I give them congratulations to them because I know a lot of people wrote them off. As far as the Jazz, you coughed up a lead. I expect more from Boozer and Darren Williams to take over that team and show great leadership coming down the stretch. Because you had the Lakers reeling, but you gave it away just like the Thunder gave their game away. So I expect better from the Jazz in game 2. And I'm picking the Jazz. I want the Jazz to win this so bad, but I'm scared that the Jazz will beat the Spurs in a series. So, but more to be objective, I picked the Lakers in 7.
All right, cool. So real quick, who wins game 2 tonight? Celtics or Cavs?
Cavs.
Cavaliers.
I got Cavs as well. Spurs Suns game 1.
I'm going with Suns.
He got the Spurs.
Picking the Spurs. I'm scared.
I'm going with the Suns. All right, JB said he has a little something for his NFL-wise that we're going to briefly discuss on. So go ahead, brother, take it over.
All right, now, there's a lot of things going on in the NFL, mainly with New Orleans Saints. I'd be really, really happy, mainly with them re-signing Darren Sharper to another one-year deal. Another deal with the Dez Bryant ordeal. We were talking about Dez Bryant's mother being arrested within the last year, and now she says she wants an apology from Miami. When will it never end, huh? And then also another side. Most people may not say like, oh, well, all this has got to be distracting him and all that. But I don't think Dez really knows exactly what he's really gotten himself into. He knows this is a business and all that. And also it doesn't hurt. It also doesn't help the fact that you tweak your ankle in your first rookie minicamp. Come on, Dez. And you wearing Michael Irvin's number. The playmaker.
Yeah, I think the whole Dez Bryant thing, one thing, you cannot distract a distraction itself. He's going to bring a lot of media attention to Dallas. One, for what his role was at Oklahoma State. Then not bringing his shoes at his pro day. And now this whole thing with the Miami Dolphins. This brings a lot of media attention to Dallas. And I think this causes a distraction because he is a distraction.
Yeah, to me it looks like a prima donna wide receiver in the making, very young. T.O. Brandon Marshall, great on the field, might have trouble off the field. And he's going to be in Texas, so he's going to be around people he went to high school with and all that stuff. So, and it's not that far from Oklahoma State either.
Yeah, and his family is from DeSoto.
So,
you can throw in. Moss had a little trouble off the field also. So, I feel like if he gets his head on straight, then he should be able to make the plays on the field and not be a distraction off of it.
More on the range. Stay tuned.